Hi, welcome to Project 3 in our Visual Basic unit. Project 3 is very similar to Project 2, but instead of just changing colors, we're going to change other properties of a shape. So we've inserted a shape in the middle here, and we've inserted 3 group boxes with 3 radio buttons within each group box. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure each group box has a different property assigned to it. So this group box here will change the FillStyle. This center group box will change the border style, and the last group box will change the FillColor. So let's get started. First thing you want to do is insert all the necessary controls. So we've inserted an oval shape 1, group box 1, group box 2, group box 3, and inside each group box we've inserted radio buttons 1, 2, and 3, and then 3 here and 3 there. We've added 2 other elements to this project, 2 buttons. One button is going to be a clear button, and the other button will close the program. So it'll be basically unload or close button. And we'll show you the code for that in a second. So let's get started. So first we want to do is, let's change all the names. And so let's change the text names of each item. We won't modify any of the code names. So form 1, we're going to go into the properties by selecting the form. So click the form, go into the property window, and find text, and change the form 1 to say properties, or property controller, or property changer, we'll call it. Okay, and it says property changer up there. Next thing you want to do is let's select the group box and change its text property to FillStyle. And group box 2, we can change that title to say BorderStyle. Group box 3 will change to FillColor. And then proceed and change all the different radio buttons. So this one we'll call, and we don't really know which properties we're going to use, so some of them we might leave blank for now. So we'll go solid. Radio button 2 could be some type of dash or dashed, and maybe this could be some type of horizontal line. Okay, and we'll proceed with the border styles as well. So border style could be, again, solid. Second one could be dash, and the third one could be maybe dot. FillColor, we'll stick with our standard, maybe red, maybe green, and blue, RGB. Now, button 1, we'll change the text on there to say clear. It'll be more of a reset than a clear. And you can even write reset if you like, but we'll leave it as clear for now. Button 2 will change to say close program. Now, to get started, you want to just check your interface. So here's our interface. It has the form, the shapes, everything's labeled properly. If you miss one of the labels, then your program's not fully finished. Play around with the adjustment of your form size. If you want to make them horizontal like I did, feel free. If you want to make them vertical, you can as well. You'll notice that there's a lot of room in this group box, so you just play around with the sizing. You don't need extra space. If you can save space, the better, and you can better utilize that space for something else, and maybe squeeze these buttons in. That will make a better program visually. So play around with the layout. And I've put that off center a bit, so I might want to change that back. There you go. Now, let's get started with the coding. So I just want to double check. This is my shape 1, oval shape 1. I want to double check the code name, and it says right here, property oval shape 1 in my properties window. And it also says name oval shape 1. So that is the correct name. So when I start coding, I want all these to reference oval shape 1. So let's start off with the first one, the FillStyle. We've already done FillColor in Project 2, so this will be a little bit of a review. All we're going to change is, instead of the .FillColor property, we're going to modify it to the FillStyle property. Basically, any property in here, pretty much, you can change and substitute it for any property you want to manipulate. So let's double click the solid and let's start typing. But before we type, I'm going to introduce you comments. So a Visual Basic, the way you do a comment is you press the apostrophe sign and then you start give a description of what you're going to code. This doesn't have to do anything with the code. This is just more as reference material when another coder or another person who's reading your program, they can get an idea of what you were actually trying to code with the line. So we're going to add comments with each line of code or each section of code we're going to start off with. So here, our first comment will be changes FillStyle to solid. Okay, that's just a description, and now let's write the code. So oval shape 1, and there is a little bit of a lag on my laptop here. Oval shape 1 dot FillStyle. Oops. FillStyle equals, and then it comes up with equals power packs, and the one we want to select is solid. So we're going to go power packs, and you can scroll down this list they provide you if you like, and you'll find solid somewhere here. There it is, and hit enter. So that's the actual line. Very similar to project 2, but we're using different property assigning. So instead of FillColor, we're using FillStyle, and now FillStyle has its own properties or values. So powerpacks.FillStyle equals solid. So that's our basic line, and we can go back to our program and quickly test that out. Hit play or debug, run, and when we select, that button is already selected, so it already turns to a solid fill style. And our default fill color will always be black. So let's go to the next line. And what you can do is, I recommend you write the code by hand, but once you get the hang of it, you can always just copy and paste that down here to make it faster. But let's, just because we're new, let's just do it by hand right now, or do it the long way. So this one will changes fill style to, I believe I wrote dashed, some type of dashed line. Okay, and now let's see if we can find some type of dashed line. Oval shape 1 dot FillStyle equals power packs, and let's just go down. Do you want to go? Let's go dashed vertical. Why don't we do that dashed vertical? Something different. So that one we can then go back and test. And if I hit play, if I click between the two, this is a dashed vertical line, and that's solid. Very easy. And let's finish it off. We'll quickly fly through this. So go into horizontal line, double click, and now I will copy and paste it just to make it faster, because the code is very similar. We're just the value is changing. So now this one will be the comment will change to horizontal line, and the power pack we want to use is dot horizontal. Okay, and let's test it out one more time. Very easy. Done. Now that's the first group box. The next group box is BorderStyle. Very similar. We'll just do the one, and then you can do the rest on your own. So let's double click solid. And for this one, again, if you want to, let's just start from scratch. Apostrophe, let's write the changes BorderStyle to solid. Okay, and now actually write the code. So oval shape 1. So which control are we changing? Which is oval shape 1. The property we're changing is BorderStyle, capital, equals, and then it gives us some options. So do we want drawing 2D dash style? So we want solid, which is drawing 2D dot dash style dot solid. And I think there's a number of other ones as well. But let's just look at this. Hit solid. We'll test it. Solid is the default. So actually, just to maybe test it in a different one. We'll just copy this and we'll do one more just to see if it works. Enter dashed, and I'll paste it. Oops, sorry, I pasted in the wrong one. Double click this and paste, and this will be dashed. And instead of solid, we will get rid of that and select dash and hit enter. Oops. And now we can try that and see if the border style works. Oops, I think I've ended up writing that. Now hit run. So there we go. Oops. Oh, I think we have a problem here. Sorry, there's an end class missing here. Now let's run. I accidentally deleted that. There you go. So I don't know if you can see this on the video, but that line around is becoming dashed from solid to dash. So do dot on your own now that you know the process. The last little fill color is very simple. You've already done this before, but why don't we do one color? We'll do red. So if I double click in the red radio button and write your comment, changes fill color to red, and now write my code. So that was just a comment. That has nothing to do with the code. Oval shape 1, fill color equals red. So you can just go color.red, and it gives you a couple of different options. So you just go down your property window until you find the right one you want to use. We can just write color.red actually. It might be a little bit different in the version you're playing with. So here we go, hit enter. 12390. And let's quickly test that out now. If we hit play, red, so there you go. Now you can finish the green and the blue off on your own. One thing you want to do with the clear button, you want to write 3 lines of code that will clear it to the solid state or black. So for our example here, we're actually going to clear it to transparent fill color. So double click. And now let's start coding that. So what we want to do is we want to change oval shape. We want to clear everything back to its original setting. So oval shape 1.FillStyle in the original program, FillStyle, we want that to equal transparent. So nothing at all. So let's see if we can find a transparent in the actual properties. So here it says PowerPacks.FillStyle equals transparent. So that's the one I'm going to select. So that will clear the solid shape to transparent. The next thing we want to do is let's do color as well. Although when there is no color, you should be fine. Let's do it anyways, just so for practice. PowerPacks dot fill color dot black. Actually, wait a second. We'll just go black color dot black. And the last one is border style. We want to clear that back to solid. Solid. And let's test this out now. And I didn't add a comment here, so I can add a comment up here as well. I'm going to just hit enter. And our comment apostrophe changes properties back to start settings. Back to startup settings. Okay. Now when we hit play, let's quickly test this out. Pick a color. Hit clear. and it goes back to clear. Now the last button we want to program is close program. So this is how we can do it. So just close your program and go back to the form, double click on the button, and type in the following line. So let's write a comment first, describe what this code is going to do. Closes program. And now let's write the code. So the code will be, I think me.close or unload me might work as well from the old school Visual Basic. So let's try close program, and it closes. So we're pretty much done. I've left a couple of buttons like dot and green and blue. Once you understand how to do it, you can fill those in on your own. Best of luck. Hopefully the comments didn't confuse you, but just remember the comments aren't part of the code. You're just writing a description of the code, and they should turn out in green format. Once you hit the apostrophe, you write your comment, and you don't place another apostrophe at the end, just a starting apostrophe. Good luck on project 3. Hopefully you do well. Bye.